Hey Taurus, welcome to Germinate Tarot. You'll notice I am still solo because work stuff kicked up for Jeremy, so time constraints mean we're just going to do a couple more weeklies and then we're going to hit you hard with May. First half of May and we'll be back on track. So, doing Gypsy Witch for the 15th to the 21st for Taurus. General energies, let's see what's up. I wasn't intuitively shuffling, but I think they're going to cooperate now. I had to set them straight with a regular bridge shuffle. They didn't appreciate it. Are we going to have to do this now? Yeah, we are. We're going back to it. Sorry, guys. They're like, no. This is the deck I use for public stuff and not my personal one. I think I've been a little jealous because I haven't really worked with this one because you don't want my energies up in your cards. Oh. It's like days of our lives. Alright, here we go. For Taurus, 15th to 21st of April. General. Sun, Moon, Rising. Alright, and, oh, there. It is, babies. Alright. So, back to business. Alright. Okay, Taurus. Central issue is the bear, which means either you're worried about your money, but the cards surrounding it, I'm not getting a money or job situation, so I believe this is Taurus being protective of something. This is the mama bear vibe where you are in kind of defense mode is too strong, but it's definitely you got a feeling because you know something's up, and I say that we'll get there in a mo. But on this side of the issue, we have the cat and the snake together, which is somebody is not on the up and up. There's sneaky dealings, and then you have the cats, which are the falseness. So I think somebody might be nice to your face, you know, being a snake behind your back. So there's this duality that I think Taurus is getting wind of, which is why they're feeling the mama bear. Because you know how I got that image of, you know, you always want to be downwind of a bear because if they smell you, it's kind of like you have the whiff. You have the whiff. You know, whoever it is isn't downwind, and you kind of got the whiff, because then you have the sun and the dog, and the sun is things coming to light, knowledge, learning things. Then you have the dog, which is friendship, loyalty, fidelity, and that's a hunting dog. That's a hunting dog. They know how to smell too. So you know how to smell when something's on the wind, and you know when something stinks, because then you have the eye, and that's observing, that's watching, that goes with this protectiveness of withdrawing a little bit and being like, I have my eye on you, like literally I have my eye on you, because I just think that there's something going on. I'm going to clarify a little more over here. The shepherd. What do shepherds do? They sit back and watch. Okay. So what are they watching? Ooh, yeah. So there's the handshake. That is, you know, the meeting. It's hand in hand. So I'm almost getting like, what are you agreeing to? Like, you're not gonna agree to anything. Like, you know how you agree with a handshake until you know exactly what the deal is. I'm feeling drawn to the sun and the dog here, so let's see what we can say about that. Oh, yeah, so we have the fire and the tree. And the tree is, you know, it could be health stuff, but it's more about, you know, stability, longevity. It's that whole, like, trees take time to grow, so then you have it with the fire, so I think it's kind of like a long-burning, long-standing type thing. And maybe you're worried that this agreement you're going into isn't going to be a long-term thing, or, you know, you're wondering if it will be. Because you are worried about if there's shenanigans. Ooh, okay, because right now, I was pulling on the bear. There's a block on it. It's like, like, because I think the watching phase is still going on. And or Taurus already knows something. Like I said, they have the whiff. Like, they've smelled something on the wind. You know how, like, you see a squirrel pop up and he's like, hey, I smelled something. Like, or rabbits, like, popping out of holes. Like, I just have this feeling that, Taurus knows something and they're just waiting for it, because then you have the bouquet with the ship. And so there's a block on the bouquet as a visit. Maybe it's this getting together with somebody, and the ship, you're kind of keeping things at a distance, but I think Taurus does want this, because there is the fire, there is this, passion part of this situation, but you just don't know. And I would say it's vice versa, but with that eye being so strong, when the eye comes out, it means someone is scoping hard, like super hard. That's like, you know everything but someone's social security number at this point. And that's only because you haven't looked yet. So, you have the safe, yet more guarding. More, you have the mountain and the safe. I think you don't have what you want to know yet. The moon is intuition. So, like I said, there's something, I just want one more on the moon. The moon's intuition, but it's also getting recognition as well. So maybe, after all this, you do hear what you want to hear. Ooh, the key. Let's find out. Because then when I was saying that, I think it might be like, no, that's it. Oh, the woman. So either this is Taurus, or, Taurus finds out there is another chickadee hanging around. But if it is Taurus, I think the key lies with you. Ooh, and it's going to be sudden, too, because there's the lion, but it's like a defensive, like, So, oh, yes. Okay, I don't think it ends poorly, because you do wind up with love, but I think when Taurus decides to make up their mind, the mind will be made up, and that's just the way it's going to be, so deal with it. That doesn't sound like Taurus at all. Little stubbornness. Alright, so whatever defensiveness is going to switch over, and when it does, it'll happen quick. So maybe you will be letting your guard down. I'm going to move on to Art of Life. Pull a card for these guys. Ooh, the Empress. And the quote on this guy is, only passions, great passions, can elevate the soul to great things. Denis Diderot. I don't speak French, you know that. So there's that passion and the whole thing in the Empress. Girlfriend is all about starting stuff up, creating new things. That's like a real fertile, and I don't mean like baby fertile. It could be, but I don't know if that's what y'all are up to. Because I didn't get baby stuff in this one. But I think that beginning, there is a start. And when that key switches over, and that moon knowledge comes out, and the sun knowledge comes out. Because I did, ooh, hi. I just had to pull a couple more to figure out what was starting. 3 of Swords. I think that's what's going on with this whole, like, falseness and stuff. I think difficulties exist to be surmounted. So, either someone is putting you through crap, and this new start is what you get, after you shut down, that protectiveness and stuff, and you get through whatever you're being protective about. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So, like I said, that key moment is, I think that's Taurus. And when that flip happens, you're on the move, baby. Now we're going to go into Romance Angels and see what's going on here. We're going to see what's going on for Taurus. Whoop. How many was that? It's 4, but you know what? I'm feeling good about it. Okay. So you have separation. The safe and the distance and the blocking and the whole kit and caboodle. That makes sense. Makes sense. Then you have getting to know each other. So you do have that distance, you know, watching out kind of thing, but you have that fire and passion and stuff, and it says give your relationship a chance. And then children, this is your love life is being affected by children, but I don't think, unless someone is having a baby or something with this Empress business, but I don't get that a whole lot. The children for me in this deck is like it is in Lenormand, its beginnings, its starting, its innocence and stuff. I think maybe you need to get back to that because there has been so much defensiveness. But I think, you know, after this separation, there is a reacquaintance period with either the new person or the old person you're letting back. I'm not getting someone coming back. I'm getting this as a situation that's been existing. And Taurus is either going to decide to, you know, let it ride or just get out of town. So, moving on to the crystal deck. I'm going to see what crystal or stone is going to be good juju and keywords for Taurus. We have Atakamite, which is self-motivation, cleansing, and enthusiasm. Okay, so this one, it's time to add some energy and drive to achieving your dreams. And how are you going to bring forward the sense of enthusiasm into your purpose? So I think once you get over that block and you get to that passion and stuff, you know, and maybe the Dowdy Mustafa business, you can get to the enthusiasm portion. So that was the Takamite. And look at that pretty green color. I think maybe there's a little bit of healing that has to go on. You know, because there's like a green blue. So I think there's like a healing and calming thing that's got to go on. But the Wheel of Fortune, you know, after this kind of heartbreak stuff, like I said, the key, it's going to flip ski. So, Taurus, we'll be seeing you for May. Until then, be well.